Hello, how y'all doing? I still weep for Jada. That insult at the Oscars is still very upsetting. And sometimes I find myself weeping for Jada. Children do that. Children go through a lot of that in school, elementary school, middle school, high school. When children or in a wheelchair, they have cerebral palsy, multiple sclerosis, or some type of hand or bone deformity. They go through that, being made fun of. Children make fun of their clothing, when they're poor and whatever. But sometimes I still weep for Jada. What kind of low down person will make fun of an individual with alopecia or with breast cancer or multiple sclerosis or any other type of, human illness or human condition? What kind of low down person would make fun of that? What kind of low down, dirty, crass, cruel, and just plain trashy person would make fun of a person with a chronic illness or any type of deformity? What kind of low down person would do that? Now, Jada had the most spectacular Oscar dress, period. Now, only Jada can wear something like that. An Oscar dress with a high neckline made of satin, green satin. Only Jada can pull that off, y'all. And I would think after that insult, she felt just a little bit, her self-esteem would just a notch down. And when all the dust has settled and is still settling, I would think, I think she's probably feeling bad about herself, because the dust has settled somewhat. Now, Will Smith snapped. Now, when you snap, you have a one-track mind. You only reacting in like 1.5 seconds. You only have a one-track mind that you're going to solve this problem. And nobody can stop you. When you snap, nobody can stop you at all. Can't nobody hold you back. Can't nobody stop you. Will Smith snapped. How many times have you done that? Plenty. Okay? Now, see, Chris Rock planned what he was going to say. It was not a mistake. He wrote down his routine. He planned his routine. So he planned on making a cruel joke at Jada's expense. He planned on doing it. It's not anybody's fault. It's his fault and his fault only. Him and him only. That tells me that Chris has a lot of immaturity, because that's what they do in the schoolyard. They make fun of the kid who was different, the kid who was fat, skinny, the kid who's different or has a handicap. That's what they do in the schoolyard. So Chris Rock is still in the schoolyard, y'all. He's still that immature young boy in the schoolyard. He planned on making that joke at Jada's expense. He just couldn't. Why couldn't he keep his mouth shut for 3 hours out of the whole year? The Oscars come, but only once a year. But why didn't he keep his mouth shut for 3 hours out of the whole year? Why is that too much to ask? Now, and why didn't Chris think about the ancestors, our ancestors who have gone before us? Hattie McDaniel, who won an Oscar for Gone with the Wind. Sidney Poitier, who won Best Actor for Lilies of the Field. Denzel Washington, did they make a joke? No, they didn't. Why didn't he think of his ancestors who've gone before him? And I don't understand why he just could not keep his mouth shut for 3 hours out of the whole year. Why is that too much to ask? See, Chris Rock needs some mirror therapy. He needs to understand, why does he open his mouth at the worst time? Now look, why did he really divorce? Because if he would make fun of another man's wife like that, what did he say to his wife? He does it at home too. What did he say to his wife? What did he say to his daughters? What does he call his daughters? What does he call his wife? Now she has more class than he does, so she's not going to say why she really divorced him. We all think it's because he screwed 3 other women, because that's what Chris said. But really, why did she really divorce him? Maybe she was tired of his mouth too. Maybe he said the same thing similar to what he talked to trash that he talked to Jada. Maybe he said that to his wife too. Maybe he said to his daughters too. I don't know. Because if he'll make fun of another man's wife, he'll make fun of his own. He'll make fun of his daughters. It's not just something he did on stage. He does it all the time. I submit that to you. But Chris needs some mirror therapy. He needs to undergo mirror therapy. He needs to look at that person in the mirror and ask that person in the mirror some questions. But I still weep for Jada. That was such a low blow. Such a low blow. Bye.